So in this first vlog, it's going to be kind of an exciting one, so I'm happy to kick it off during this trip. I'm here in Florence for today and tomorrow, and I'm going to be visiting Ferragamo tomorrow, which invited me to visit their new collection. So this is a bag that I have and I'm obsessed with. This one I got this year, a few months ago recently, and it's the Hug Soft Bag. And it's so comfortable. It's like a good shoulder bag, and I'm going to do as well a what's in my bag for this one. But it fits so much stuff, and it's great for travel. It's light, and it does even come with a strap. And today we're gonna go around. I booked as well a massage, which I try to do once or twice a year. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And that is going to be just across the piazza at the St. Regis. The St. Regis is actually connected with the Excelsior. They're both Marriott and Bonvoy under that umbrella. So it's really nice because you can kind of share those services, and you have the hotel just in front. Tomorrow we're going to go to this event for Ferragamo, and then I'm going to be visiting some of the dealers that I work with. If you don't know already, let's just do a quick introduction. So my name is Gabriella, and you may have seen me on Instagram possibly, or maybe from Instagram now you're seeing this YouTube for the first time ever. And I have my own business, work with a bunch of different vintage and antique dealers throughout Europe, and I post different like mini vlogs about my treasure hunt adventures on Instagram, but you're normally limited to about like 3 minutes. So it's always like kind of, you have these videos and things and experiences that you're doing, but they're always chopped and chopped and chopped down into these tiny micro vlogs, if you want to call them that. And so I thought that YouTube could be a great outlet to start kind of sharing more and doing these longer form videos, and to also show you kind of some even more behind the scenes, like more into my like lifestyle. I really am into bags, as you can see. So I'm excited to kind of jump into these videos where I can kind of open up and show different things. So the plan today is just to kind of enjoy, go around Florence, which I never typically have the freedom to do, because when I'm here, I'm always like work, and I'm working with dealers and in the middle of all the jewels, and I'm never able to kind of go around and be like a tourist. So I'm going to be a tourist today and do a little shopping. And then tomorrow I have these 2 appointments, and then I will be going to my husband's family countryside home here in Tuscany. So I'm excited as well to share more of that, because I normally go once a month, and there are so many incredible things, and it's an incredible season at the moment to be in Tuscany with the changing of the leaves. You have the olive harvest that just ended at the end of October, and so there's just so much goodness to see. So I will be sharing along the way kind of like tips and some like travel recommendations, restaurants recommendations, and everything in between. So come with me on this first ever fall diary, we can call it, for this first vlog. And I hope that it's interesting and it's something that we can do and I can do and share with you in the future. All right, let's talk about what we're gonna do today. I had a really good evening last night and had a great dinner here at the hotel at Cosimo. And it was a really nice restaurant. The vibes were vibing. The food was amazing, especially the starter of the chef that came out, which was incredible. And now the plan for today is I have gotten ready really quick and packed my bags. And because I think what's going to probably happen is once I step out of the hotel, I probably won't be back until way after the checkout time. So they were nice enough to allow me to extend my checkout time to 2 p.m. instead of the normal noon. And do my lipstick really quick. This is one of my favorite lipsticks from Chanel, and it is the Rouge Coco Flash 90 in the color Jour, so it means day. It's a great everyday one. I use this in the summer, all seasons, and I always have this in my little pouch in my bag. So the plan then for the day is I'm going to go to visit one of my dealers that I work with in the jewelry world. So I'm gonna do a little bit of treasure hunting first this morning. And then at 10:30 or 10:30, 11-ish, I'm gonna head over to the flagship Ferragamo store right here on the Arno River, and excited to see what this launch is going to look like. So it's a debut of their newest Vara collection that came out, which is an icon for the brand. So I'm excited to see what they came out with for this upcoming season, and excited to share with you behind the scenes as much as possibly can. Try on a bunch of shoes and try on as well the large hug bag. So like I said, the one that I have is the medium size, and I have been looking at getting possibly the large size. So I wanted to try it on again. I've tried it on a couple of times during my travels recently in Rome. I tried it on again, so we'll see. And then from there, I will take a taxi and head over to the Countryside House. Let's quickly do a what's in my bag. So this is the Ferragamo Soft in the medium size, and I think that the name of this one was Prugna is the color, if I'm correct. It's kind of like this burgundy color, and then if you hold it in the light, you kind of get that like prune, like purplish color, but I would say it's more of like a burgundy bag. That's why I bought it, because it's kind of like that hot color. So, and I didn't have anything like that in my collection yet. So let's go ahead and dive inside. So what's really nice about this bag is how it expands, and especially in this soft version, it's so comfortable. So you have these little hands here that we can just leave open, and that makes the bag expand completely open. And you have this middle section here, which is a zip, and there's quite a lot of room. I think that probably the structure of it is kind of like a triangle, so the base part is quite wide. So let's go ahead and do section per section. So in this very front part here, I'm going to pull out, I'm very much into like bag organizers and stuff, so you're gonna see a lot of different pouches and things. So this is the new Chanel Beauty Holiday pouch that I got. I got the one with like the hand cream, etc. So this I use to put my camera in, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And then I have some other things inside, like this is for the pocket that you can just like sit on flat surfaces. I also have a pair of headphones. And so just kind of like the more like electronic stuff, I will throw it here. So I'm gonna put that back in the bag. Now in this middle zip section here is where I typically put things that maybe I want to keep a little bit more like secure. So whether sometimes if I am going around in a treasure hunt, etc., and I have to maybe pick something up, so whether it's like a little piece of jewel, etc., I will throw that typically in the middle, as well as my wallet, which we have here. I just have a compact zip wallet that actually I got this at the Burberry outlet for, I think it was like 100 euros. It was quite inexpensive. And then I have my little faux AirPods. These are from Amazon and they're great. I think they were maybe around 20 or 30 euros and they work perfectly and the charge holds very well. And then I have, here it is, a pouch. And that's typically where those little AirPods go into as well. So this is a lotion that came with the holiday Chanel collection bag. And in this pouch, I just have like, it's kind of like a catch-all beauty pouch. So I have some mints, I have a mirror, some like Band-Aids, and then I have as well some like lipsticks, etc. inside here. So I'm gonna put my AirPods inside to try to keep everything as organized as possible. And I'm gonna throw it back into that middle section along with my wallet. I also have, which should go in that pouch as well, is these little hand sanitizer sprays. And I really like these a lot because it's a really good spray and they dry really fast. So especially with like your handbags and you don't want to have like a gel and then you're holding the handles and ruining them, this spray works great and it comes in a bunch of different like scents. So it's really nice. And then we have the very back pocket here, which I have my sunglasses that I should put them in a pouch. These are just some cheapy sunglasses from Mango that I actually really, really like. And then this is my newest like favorite tech thing ever, is this little Kindle. And I've also designed the Kindle as well with a bunch of different fun stickers. So I bring this with me in every single bag that I'm wearing every day. This always comes with me because if I'm waiting in line somewhere or if I have to maybe wait for a minute like for a train, etc., I always have this with me, and I'm always reading a book, and it's something that I just started. I never read books up until September when I first started to read again, and it's just been nonstop. So this is really great, super lightweight, compact. This is the mini Kindle and it fits in all of my bags. So then in the very back here, I have a phone charger here, and for extra added security, there's this new flap component, which I don't think that they have in the original Hug bags. I think this is something new, where this flap will cover every one of those sections, and you have either the magnetics that can just click on, or if you need extra security, you have this toggle here that you can go ahead and put into the D-ring to really make it secure. And you can leave these little flaps on the side open, or you can close them. Actually, with how filled this bag is, I was able to close it without a problem. So we're gonna close this guy back up like this. And that is what's in my bag.